stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it! Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, New York. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts.
Storms and all that, but you know she living major. Flying up this, ain't no cages. Don't live what happened in Vegas and stay in Vegas. Born in town.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick six.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick six.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And open downfield. It's Johnson. A tight end in motion now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Giants.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. His 6th touchdown now for the season. York now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 3rd and 9. A carry here for Tracy. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
3rd down, 3 to go. Here comes Garendo.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll get this out wide. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. All even on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. The ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaac Garendo. Touchdown, Raiders. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, The other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, faking the give. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Giants sending out their punter. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And this ball going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
At the 47-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Another run here with Mitchell. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Parker motioning over. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. Wow. Still on his feet. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now a run on first down. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On second down, a run with Mitchell. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. One more time with Mitchell. Good blocking, and he's in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Vegas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Next the score, Raiders 28, Giants 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the sideline. He's got Neighbors. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. He has Hyatt complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Up the middle they go. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Motion man is Hyatt. He's got it at the 3. And the Giants are looking at a 1st and goal. as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A run on 1st and goal. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. One final throw before to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And nothing will come of this last-ditch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Raiders are out in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is hard. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. On the give, it's Mitchell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw on the move is caught. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. He'll keep this himself. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Accelerating toward midfield. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies. And game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mitchell. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Parker motioning over. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back. And I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Back to throw. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
With the score,
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw yet. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
A give to Mitchell. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw, left side, is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. Not much there, maybe a yard. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Vegas.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your